Good. Get it back. Hey.
Yeah, the way you use your resolve is kind of silly looking. Just like,
I'm just prepping for a poop.
wow. You're not wrong.
Aren't we all at some point just prepping for a poop?
I thought you were gonna say, aren't we all wrong at some point?
I mean, not too, but I think the prepping for the poop thing is a little nicer.
Bum ba dum bum 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 bum.
Get up in there. Man, I don't know why I have like the best aim at getting sleepy at the most annoying times.
You sure do.
I'm tired. The food just now like kicking in or what?
That's fair. The food kind of kicked my ass too.
Yeah, but like usually it's like immediately after for me, not like an hour later.
Fair.
Yeah.
Skirt.
Doing
Did
a
we
Tokyo
kill all the
drifting ourselves.
Mongolians?
I don't know. Don't have a radar for that.
Yeah, we did. All that's left is to recover the banners.
Nice.
So there's now one banner
Oh
left.
my god. I fully forgot. Because I was, of course, like, let me look through some texts to see if we got anything. Which I did just talk about the Sistine Chapel thing. Creation of Adam, that's what that's called. Because you just sent it to me in the text.
Yep.
However, I have from Thursday, so about 4 days ago, the fucking vampire giraffes conversation.
Oh, fuck.
Golly, that was such a wild, just...
I don't know what my brain was doing, but it was on something.
God, it was.
It was on some kind of wavelength.
We were, like, driving to the gym to go work out because we're beefy boys. No.
There was, like, a runner with a stick.
Yeah, and it looked like
a really long stick.
Like a long stick. But it was, like, kind of thick, and at the end of it, it looked kind of pointed. So you could argue it was, like, a steak. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this guy gonna do?
What's his deal?
Yeah, what's his deal? Where's he running to with a stick? And I was like, oh, look, it looks like he's running with a stake to, like, go take care of a vampire. And then, but Sush saw the length of the stick, and he was like, well, I can't just be, like, any old regular vampire. That's probably, like, a giraffe. And I was like, excuse me? Like, what the fuck are you saying? What are you talking about? Like, you know, like, what if vampirism affected giraffes? It's like, that would be wild. They'd be the worst. They have stupid, like, they have a lot of place to bite because of their stupid long necks, but, like, good luck making that happen.
Yeah.
What do you mean? And, like, we just went on this whole thing, and of course, it'd be so funny, right? Because, like, they'd be like, oh my, like, you know, 1 week they'd be like, news, you know, the truth is out, there's vampire giraffes, or vampire giraffe, like, one, and then a week later they'd be like, God,
We're
Jin.
so money.
We're disgustingly money. We look like a statue. Look at those people who make like a buck by just like doing the robot when they're painted in silver.
We're gonna show up to Yukino and just be like, I threw up.
I threw up. And she's like, what are you, young
You're
master?
30.
What's happening? Yeah, you're 30. What's happening? How do you sleep through that, Jin? How do you sleep through that being that muddy? Do you not feel that? That is not exfoliating.
It's called self-care.
Yeah, sure. It's not like a cool face mask. Yeah, can we get an upgrade on this bitch, please?
Sorry, I'm just making sure that we've looked through all this shit. God, we got a lot of hats.
Yeah.
Some Team Fortress 2 bullshit going on.
What is happening? He
Yeah.
slaps the horse, and the horse is like, the fuck? I'm fine. I don't got nowhere to be. You're the one that's causing trouble. Yeah, let's just kind of... Yay, we're clean. Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't throw up anymore. I didn't throw up.
Is that good job?
Yeah, I guess.
Again, you are 30.
I unthrew up.
Unthrew up?
I just like, that's not...
That's how that works.
Darling, that's not...
Did you take a bath? Is that what you're saying?
Darling, that's
Yeah.
not how you say that. Jin doesn't know what a bath.
Perfect for a blowgun. I'll get these to Yuriko.
That's wild.
Oh my god.
You got yourself, huh?
Holy shit.
you do the big wet? And Yuriko's like, yes, Lord Sakai.
Yuriko's been dealing with it.
I used to give you many big wets when you were a young
Yuriko's been
boy.
doing it for so long.
She's been dealing with this for 30 years.
So she's not actually. I mean, she's shocked that he came up with an even worse way of talking about it, i.e., the phrase "unfruit up." But like,
You know what? Hey, buddy. I'm sorry. That was uncool of me.
oh my god, I'm fucking crying. Jesus.
We never even finished discussing vampire giraffes.
Oh right.
But yeah, just like the concept is so fucking funny to me. Like a stealthy ass giraffe sneaking up on other giraffes in the dead of night.
Yeah, except like giraffes live somewhere where there's not a lot of shade. So again, the news would come out like this just in, there is vampirism in giraffes. Watch out, watch out. And a week later, it'd be like, don't worry, the 2 giraffes that got affected
It took
died.
care of itself. Because the
They're
sun
done.
came out.
Sun came out and they had nowhere to go. Oh, jeez, I thought you were gonna beef it.
Me too.
But then like the idea that like the giraffe that dies because of the sunshine is like there's another one just like watching this happen and they all get so freaked out. Oh god, oh god. What happened?
You just be going through it.
You sure? I'm scared something happened while we were gone.
Bitch, me too. You ain't special. We're all alone in this big world.
Hey,
world.
be nice.
Excuse me, young master.
Yeah, Yuriko, we've talked about this. You can't emote in front of me. I'm your employer.
Got
Oh.
me thinking about Lord Sakai.
You mean me?
I try not to do that.
That's
He loved
unhealthy.
you in his way.
Yuriko looked at him like,
Enough of
that
the
is
past.
not healthy, my
You
dude.
have a blowgun and darts. All I need now is the poison.
Of course, young master.
Yuriko's like, bitch, I was just crying. Can you give me a second to mourn your dad?
Yeah. I have a small camp where I
Oh.
gather plants and herbs for ointment
She ready to roll.
and poison.
She said, mount up, boy.
It kills vermin within moments.
But yeah, this
Make it strong
poor
enough for the
young
invaders.
hiker, just like completely unbeknownst to him, made us have the wildest like 5-minute drive.
Oh, yeah.
Because it really was just like
Going on
it had
about
to have
it.
been a walking stick, but it seemed pointed at the end, so we were like, vampire steak, must be.
Must be a vampire.
And what's got a big, like, what's gonna be hard to get to the chest? Here's the worst part, right? Like, your heart doesn't got
Nice
much to do with your
life
neck.
with you again.
So, like,
You and Lord
Right,
Shimon
and we
You don't
realized
need a
that
lug steak to
halfway
kill a
through the
giraffe.
conversation.
on that runt
Oh, but then
pony.
Sush was like, I guess the alternative is just like social distancing vampire
so
hunting,
tall and
which is
straight
just
and
such a wild concept because it's like a
imagine
really,
Bloodborne, but social distance.
it's like a really long stick, and then you could do like the water gun, the holy water guns, like they were doing in churches for real because of COVID.
They were doing communion guns. The little
That's
communion
the
wafer
one I
shooters.
meant.
Yeah.
Well, that too. My goodness.
Oh wait, I think for baptisms they were doing
Yes,
the
they
holy
were
water
doing
squirt
the
guns.
yes, exactly.
God, that would have been a great time to actually still be Catholic.
Oh no, little Jin.
What?
What's so funny?
I just remembered it was out here you nearly killed your uncle.
What?
You
Little
were
Jin,
3
she
or
said.
4.
Oh, you were a baby,
The poor
baby.
man was trying to teach you how to hold your wooden kotachi. You wanted to chase butterflies.
I know the story. My uncle's black eye took weeks to heal.
Lord Shimura and your father laughed so hard, I fear they'd both choke to death.
God, we've all been there.
I
That's
don't remember my
adorable.
father's laugh.
Jin, can you
He
not?
lost his humor after your mother got sick.
Oh, okay. You
But
can we not?
have your father's laugh.
Can y'all just like quit being such fucking bummers? We're
Yeah,
trying to do
we
a show here.
Yuriko, I'm doing donuts on this boring ass story.
Yuriko, look at me. I'm doing donuts.
Check it
Yuriko,
out.
and she's like, you're 30. And you're not.
I'm Tokyo drifting.
You.
You know what these Mongolians aren't ready for? Family.
Holy shit. Really?
Uncle's a nut and a
Don't.
campfire. You sleep out here?
Only when I spend the day foraging for plants. I'll look for the flowers we need.
Rest, Yuriko. I will get them for you.
Girl, you have no reason to be sleeping out here. We have an entire house where I'm not even at. Like, no one's there. So you won't deal with me saying shit like
I
unfrew
mean,
up.
she did literally. She did literally explain that she only does that when she's out, like, all day.
I
farming for
know,
food.
but
They're
still.
poisonous.
I'm not a child, Yuriko.
Oh.
Are you sure? Why do you say shit like unthrew up
Jin,
then?
be nice. Dumb asshole. Yeah, jump off. Prick.
Wow, rude.
He's being
Remember how you
rude.
gather flowers for your mother?
She arranged them for a little alcove at home.
Aww. This is sweet
That
though
should
to
be
learn
enough.
about Jin as a
Bring
little
them to me,
baby.
young master.
Even though Jin's being
She
a
really
little
did not describe
brat.
at all what we were looking for.
I mean, you
Extract
found
the
him.
seeds, crush them, make a paste, and dip the needles.
Make sure the dose is strong.
It should do what you need.
You're just like, shut up. I know how to do my job.
It should be sufficient for your dark machinations, Lord.
Yeah, basically.
It's done.
Yuriko's like, I did not think that in my lifetime I would become a, like, villain's assistant, but here we are.
Listen, someone's coming.
Stay there, Yuriko.
Yeah, now we gotta protect you from shitty-ass straw hats.
Yep.
You fuckhead.
Yuriko's just like, have fun
Let's see if
fulfilling
the
your dark
poison
passenger.
works.
I mean, yeah, that's the idea.
That's awesome. Sadamune, I don't know who that is, and I kind of don't care. I realized immediately. God, like literally right before we started recording, what did you say? The 1,000 what? Degrees?
The grease for degrees.
Oh, okay, so right, but I heard it's 1,000 Febreze. And then my response would be like, who gives a shit? Like, I don't know, just such an aggressive, like, who gives a shit?
He was like, fuck you, what do you
Fuck
mean?
you, what do you mean 1,000 Febreze? Who cares? It's not funny. And then Taylor ended up being funny by saying,
It's around here somewhere. Let me get my bearings. Hurry up. I don't want to lose him.
I don't hear shit about you getting your bearings. Just die. Get you in the kneecap.
Got him right in his ass.
No, no, no. Whoop.
Ah,
You fucked up. No? Where are they?
no idea. He's long gone.
Yeah, of course. Should be under the body. Why are you bleeding? Just hit you with a dart.
I think they just had a violent.
Are you on aspirin?
blood
Like,
shit.
what's wrong with you? Oh, maybe.
They didn't have shit on them.
She did say the reaction was ugly, so should be hemorrhage your way to death. That must be some sort of album name, right? Hemorrhage your way to death.
Maybe.
Maybe a song, like an E EP.
Yuriko, she's like, be careful not to lick your fingers. Your innards will become
Hurt,
outwards.
young master.
I'm okay, girl.
Only emotionally, Yuriko.
I'm only emotionally, but I'm back.
Don't worry. I dealt with them.
Sometimes I forget you're a grown man.
Oh,
I forget sometimes too.
when I say shit
should
like
get
I'm
back to Ghost
I forget
I'll
too.
stay. I need to straighten the place up.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Hush! You are not a child, and I'm old enough to take care of myself.
No? Okay.
What other kinds of poison can you make?
Always so impatient. Here's another. Causes confusion and rage. But the
Ah, love.
what were they?
Try to remember. It sounds useful.
Killing them's not useful enough, Jin. Now you want to play with them?
Is there a poison that makes them throw up? Just that.
Yuriko, is there a type of plant that makes them unbathe themselves? That's what it is. He thinks they're just separate.
So he doesn't know the word bath or bathe, but he knows unbathe, which is something he made up.
He thinks unbathe is like getting yourself dirty.
What?
He's not clever enough to make the jump.
Leaves? No, it has petals. A flower. No.
Well, we can
Not
do her.
that.
Jesus.
Oh, mother, I wish you were here.
Yuriko, what you got for
And like,
me?
so Yuriko's whole thing is like plants should heal, but then she's like, "Oh, mama, what was that poison
would you
you
like
telling me to
something to
make?"
I'm fine, Yuriko. I just need
I've
the
been
poison.
eating nothing.
You were
I'm
trying to
alright.
remember the ingredients.
They were flowers. You remember them, don't you? The ones I planted at your family cemetery.
Why'd you plant that at my
Washing the
family
graves.
cemetery?
father made me hold buckets of
I
water
mean,
from
maybe they're
the
pretty.
lake.
He
Plants
knew
can be
it would
beautiful,
make
but
you
don't put them in
strong
your mouth.
and teach you to respect your ancestors. Don't you remember the flowers, Jin?
Spider lilies.
Oh, girl, there's a whole field of them.
Spider lilies make you angry and confused?
Apparently.
Wild. I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Sip, sipping on.
Sip.
That's actually a good move. I'll wait until you're done with yours. Girl, wait! Girl, help!
With enough spider lilies, you can craft a poison that makes rats go mad.
That's fucked up!
Very
Yuriko, why are you doing that?
Yeah, Yuriko,
It's for a
why?
good cause.
Why are you doing
Just
that
make
to
us strong enough
rats?
to work on men.
If you think it's necessary. I
Yeah,
know
what is the
exactly
point of
where
that?
to
It's
find
like a
what you
mad
need.
scientist. I
This
mean, she's
way.
testing things on rats, so like,
This part of the forest.
she's leagues ahead of
I
what,
was here when I was a
you know,
child.
science
Your mother
is.
passed away.
I refused to believe she was gone. So I ran from home and came here.
Your mother loved to take long walks here.
I searched until sundown. I kept shouting for her. But she was gone.
Damn, dude.
And I was lost.
You were missing for 3 days.
Holy shit!
Nearly dead by
Golly.
the time your father found you.
I've never seen him so angry.
Angry at himself for failing to protect you. I've seen your father before countless battles. And he was never more worried than the sleepless nights he spent searching for his only son.
His baby.
Not much farther to the
Unbathed baby.
I wonder
His
what your
thrown
father
up
would make of
baby.
the ghost.
He would disapprove. Like my uncle.
Yes, I
Don't
remember.
be so sure.
After 3 days,
They
you made
argued
me a big
often.
meal,
Kazumasa
and then I
thought
had
your
me the
uncle
biggest
too
of
rigid.
wets.
Ooh,
Willfully blind to
Kazumasa thought,
possibilities.
Uncle,
Kazumasa had imagination.
whatever his name is,
Imagination.
Shimura, is too strict.
My father?
You're like him in more ways than you know.
So Jin just has like a strong ass daddy complex I didn't know about.
I mean, he lost his dad when he was young.
Disrespecting the dead.
Stay here.
Stand and fight!
Yuriko's ready to throw down. He's like, you motherfuckers. Oop.
Force, please.
I would have cracked up if this thing had attacked you. The thing. Mongo had attacked you right as your horse was just like going through the screen. Oh, he just looked like he's having a bad day. Sorry you have to witness this, Yuriko. Please cover your eyes. Avert your sight.
Give me just a moment, Yuriko.
Her gown looks a little bit like Nezuko's.
Holy shit.
What?
It just occurs to me.
What?
With the spider lilies, she's making potion of get his ass. That's literally what we're working towards.
I know. I thought you were gonna have like a big, true, like revelation or whatever.
Did I not?
I mean, you did. Yeah. Yeah. Get his ass. Get his ass potion. Alright, bitch, asshole. Get taken down. My god, the pushback on that arrow.
The longbow is intense.
Oh, wow. Man, I miss archery. I should do it at some point. Even though if you hit your arm with the fucking thing, like, good luck. It hurts so bad. I did it, like, once during gym when they were teaching us to do it, and it hurt so bad. I'm sure the strength on that wasn't even that bad since I was, like, a teenager.
You ever shoot an arrow so good it picked up a man?
And took him away to Deathland.
Dude, she's like, what the fuck?
Whoa. I mean, yeah. Oh. I figured out where the arrow came from, kind of. No. No, no, no. Why you stop him before you do the horn?
I was trying. Grew up. This fucking idiot. You should let him take care of himself.
Honestly. I would do that, though. That would happen to me.
Whifflemania?
Whifflemania? Hug me. While I'm on fire. Gotta add that song to my playlist. I've said that now for the 3rd time during one of these recordings.
Hug me while I'm on fire?
No. Set fire to the rain. But, like, I'm so terrified of opening Spotify, especially because my greatest fear did in fact come true while recording at some point. My greatest fear when opening Spotify in a setting where music's not supposed to be playing out loud, is that I'll accidentally touch something and play music out loud, even when I'm just like trying to add a song before I forget about it. And it happened one of the last times we recorded, so I'm like, well, never again can do that.
Come on, y'all. Let me just practice my archery.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rank A.
Unlike that one lady, Ishikawa's student. I can't remember her name right now.
Idiot.
There's a TV.
Y'all having fun? Brother, you're just standing there.
Yuriko's like, can you not? You were judging me about torturing these rats. You're doing it with like real ass people. Rat.
I feel like Jin would say some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Yuriko, Mongols aren't people.
My god.
Like the kind of shit that like rich people say about immigrants.
Yeah. And she's like,
Alright, Yuriko, that was
oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I drove them to a nice farm
I
upstate.
gave them directions away from here.
I told them, listen, hey, cut
Knock
it
it
out.
off.
And they were like, oh, you know what? You're right.
You're right.
And they did, and nobody got lit on fire.
Nah,
twice.
Yuriko wouldn't give a fuck if we kill these guys in cold blood.
I don't know.
These
She
were
seems kind of judgmental.
These
that
were
we're using her poison.
disrespecting. No, but these were disrespecting, like dead bodies though. So she was like she looked like she was ready to throw down.
So what you're saying is she cares more for the dead than the living.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things.